Welcome to another podcast episode of the Abévi Podcast. Today I got my boy Dan, the villain Holt here. He's a South money gangster. He's one of the best strikers I know, and he's one of the most disciplined eaters in terms of like eating fucking his vegetables and stuff. Welcome, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Good to have you here, bro.
My brother. Good to be on, man.
Yeah, bro. How's camp, bro? How's training?
Yo, camp's going good. I've been here for about almost 2 months now, coming up 2 months. So yeah, training's
Here
been
in
good.
Phuket?
Yeah, in Phuket. I think it's one of the best places for training if you're like a fighter, professional athlete.
Yeah, bro.
Like, there's not a lot of distractions. The gyms, good training partners. And
If you don't go to Patong.
Stay away from Patong, man.
Yeah, bro. And you'll be alright.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
so
bro. If you're on the soy, man, everybody's like super disciplined, super on their stuff, bro. You see people in the restaurant with the scale, like with the rice and the chicken, bro. Yeah, you don't have no other places like this, right?
that's it, bro. Everyone you meet is like on a similar path and like
Yeah, man.
similar mindset.
Everybody's on
like,
the healthy
working towards the same
training.
thing. So it's
Yeah,
good.
bro. It's good, man. It's good. You've been training, you've been starting your camp a little bit in South Africa as well, right?
Yeah, bro. I was in Cape Town with a guy who actually met in Phuket last year, Pietre, over at his gym in South Africa and training at Henzo Gracie Jiu-Jitsu and PFA. Shout out PFA, Pride Fight Academy, Cape Town. Coach Mikey, appreciate you. Yeah,
Nice.
Good training out there. That's like similar to Thailand, but the climate's a little bit better.
Oh, yeah?
Like it's hot, it looks tropical, there's nice beaches, but the climate's just a little bit cooler, which I think is better for training.
Yeah.
But yeah, started off camp there, like a little pre-camp, building
Nice.
strength, a bit of aerobic capacity, and then came over here and we just jumped straight in the deep end, bro.
Yeah, bro. Here is the fucking Shark Tank, bro, out here, bro.
Bro, you're not lying,
man.
bro.
It's like what you said about the climate, bro. Last time when I was on open mat in the PGA, it's like a fucking how you say? It's just super hot in there because it's a house, you know, and it's closed up. And bro, when everybody's training, it's fucking hot, bro. It's like it's the grind, bro.
Bro, it's like a
It's
sweat
the grind,
box.
bro.
It's literally
Yeah.
a sweat box, bro. And there's,
Yeah, bro.
on them open mats, the mat's so busy. And my
Yeah, bro.
first session here, Maurice was maybe like 2-3 weeks out from a fight. And I walk in, he's like, "Oh, yes, bro. Good to see you." And I'm like, "Yes." You want a round? I'm like, damn. First round in Thailand, I went with this guy. He fucked me up for 5 minutes. And bro, after one round, I was gassing, like, and I'm a fit guy. I'm always training, but after one round, like your first round, when you get to Thailand, mate, it takes it out of you. The heat is different. So,
yeah, bro. But I gotta tell you, man. You know, obviously, I was training so hard and I knew I was getting better, you know. And then you came back and I was like, bro, I gotta show him now, bro. I gotta show him now. And I put my game, like my super pressure game, it was super boring, you know, just hold, and like try to inch my way forward, you know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I'm not in camp, I do like more of a scramble kind of style, like explore, go on my back a little bit, you know, jump the ghillie and stuff. But when I'm in camp, I'm just super top game, bap, you know, like
Which
this,
is how you
and
fought
then,
in the fight.
Yeah,
so
that's
good.
right.
That's how you should train how you fight, especially in camp. I think out of camp, like you said, is the time to work on your new shit. Like I might go for
explore more
takedowns,
and
work
stuff.
my guard game, whatever. But then when I'm in camp, it's just about winning rounds and training how you're gonna fight in the actual fight. So yeah, that's what it's
100%.
about.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, after that round, I was tired too, bro. I was like, fuck, this guy got stronger.
Bro,
He's a Spike Carlisle blue belt now, right?
yeah, I'm a blue belt now under Spike. He's just got his black belt off Benil Dayu.
Yeah.
So pretty legit.
Pretty legit, man.
But to me, belts, it's not like, maybe towards the end of my career, it's something I'll like consider taking seriously. But for now, it's just like a little achievement along the way.
Yeah, bro, 100%, man. It's like,
belts don't
bro,
really mean much.
I like, before I got my brown belt, I got tapped by a white belt in the PGA, you know, and you know I tap black belts on the regular. It's not like it's like, what if you're here, it's not possible to the skill level is like that's so many variations to the skill level.
Yeah, bro.
Even if you're a brown or black or whatever belt you are, it's just, at the end it doesn't matter, bro. At the end it's just
bro,
about
I think especially
staying
for
on the mats.
MMA, because
Yeah, bro.
it doesn't matter what belt you are if you get knocked out. like if you're on the fence and your head's in the fence, you can't do jiu-jitsu with your
Yeah,
head
bro,
in the
you
fence.
can't do jiu-jitsu.
It don't matter what belt
bro.
you are.
Especially
So,
in MMA, bro.
for
Especially
real.
in MMA.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
grappling is a different game, but MMA, bro, that's the juicy shit.
The real deal, man.
Yeah, bro. So why do they call you the villain, bro? You're such a nice guy.
Damn.
What
right.
happened?
So this is a question I get asked a lot. Like a lot of the time I get asked this question, and it comes from when I started training at Manchester Top Team, and I used to obviously I just used to come to the gym, rock up by myself in like a tracksuit, head down, head was shaved, and I never I didn't talk to anyone. Like I was just.
When you start training?
Yeah, because I didn't.
When did you start training? How old
this
were
was
you?
I started MMA training end of 2020. I was 17, and yeah, I just used to rock up to the gym, walk in my tracksuit, head down, puffer coat, man bag, walk in, train, probably fuck a few people up, maybe get fucked up, and then leave. That was it. Head down, boom, in the gym, out the gym, and then after a while, people got to know me, know my personality. But before that point, it was just, I just used to come in, head down, didn't speak to no one, used to fuck people up, and I had a few amateur fights as well, and my first 2 amateur fights, I got 2, finishes in the first round.
Oh.
And bro, it was this exact same thing as if I was going to the gym. I'll just rock up to the arena, little warm up, go in the cage. Yeah, exactly. Do my thing and then bounce. And yeah, that's how the name came about. Everyone just called me a villain because I was not.
He's
I
not talking to anybody.
Yeah, bro.
He's just fucking people up and then he's going again, bro. That's what's up, bro.
But I feel like because of the gym I was in and the people I was surrounded by, it's like a similar vibe in that gym. Well, it was, especially when it first opened. It was like we had Kane Musa, Lerone Murphy, Mohamed Makayev was there.
Wow.
Ibrahim Ibrahimov, a load of high-level guys.
Stacked, yeah.
And it was pretty hostile. It was before it looked all glamorous with the cage. It was just bare mats and wooden walls. People would just rock up.
That was Manchester Top Team.
Manchester Top Team, bro. Drill music blasting.
Let's go,
You just used to rock up, get the work in and bounce, bro. And it was I sort of liked it, but then now there's more of a team feel. So it is better for learning. But back then it was just like a doghouse, bro. You used to rock up, get the work in, get your head punched in and fucking bounce. Yeah.
That's what's up, bro. That's how I feel sometimes in Tiger. You know, the first year or two, I would say the first year I would also I would not really know too many people. I would meet people right and left, but they would always leave really quick. But if you stayed there, you would also always just come, bro. You would have the hardest rounds of your life, and then you just go, and then that's it, bro. And the atmosphere is always you gotta,
hostility, bro.
Yeah, bro, hostility, bro.
I
and
love
people
that
are so
feeling.
competitive. Yeah, bro. That's what I love, I'm obviously, it's not the most healthy, but if you're a fighter and if you're coming up, you need these rounds where you're bro,
yeah, you need to feel them nerves before
yeah,
sparring.
bro. Need them nerves and somebody coming really at you and bro,
I know what you mean.
looking for it,
In the warm-up when we're shadow boxing, I'm looking at guys thinking, yeah, I'll fuck him up.
Yeah.
Thinking, yeah, you don't want it with me.
I go first round with you, go second round with you, go third round with you. Yeah, bro.
For real.
Yeah, bro. And then, you have the crazy rounds and then there's mutual respect to it, Sometimes it's well, this guy was a dick.
But I feel that's how you get respected in gyms like this.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
You can't.
100%.
I hear a lot of people complaining about coming to Thailand and then just being a
Punch
small
back.
fish in a big pond
Yeah.
type thing. But I feel you'll get neglected if you're shit and you don't.
Yeah, bro.
You don't actually put the work in. But if you're a good fighter and you're trying to get better and you're giving people good rounds, people will respect you, bro.
100%.
That's how you get respected in these places, bro.
100%, yeah,
you're
bro.
you're not gonna get respected if you just come and you're just getting fucked up.
Yeah, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
You have to get the good work in, bro.
Get the good work in, bro.
Show people what you're about.
Yeah, bro. That's the
And
hard
then
work,
you gotta
bro.
be
People
respectful after the fact.
Yeah, bro. People respect hard work, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Yeah, bro. So you've been starting MMA with 17,
Yeah.
but you've been the striker for kind of your whole life, right?
Yeah, bro. So I first walked into like a karate gym when I was 6 years old. Came from just not really being naughty, but just full of energy as like a kid, getting myself in trouble. So and I always used to watch like kung fu films and you know, like professional wrestling.
Yeah, of course.
So
like
I was
WWE and stuff.
WWE, bro.
Oh shit!
I was a big fan of that, and like Bruce Lee movies, like Jean-Claude Van Damme, Kickboxer, all them like films I sort of grew up watching. So then I was all about it, getting into fights at school. So yeah, I joined like a karate gym when I was 6. Was competing.
What kind of karate? What is it?
It's like freestyle karate / kickboxing. Not like old school Kyokushin, but like a modern version, like point fighting type thing. I did that for probably about 5 years until I was 11, and then moved into like more of a kickboxing. So not point fighting, but like freestyle kickboxing. So it would be like a kickboxing fight on a mat, kicks above the waist, no kicks below the waist, basically. And yeah, like a fight, basically. You can basically do any punches, any kicks, just above the waist. So I did that, and then I represented, when I was 15, I represented Great Britain in the European Championships. I came up short, but...
How did it go?
It was good. I feel like it was like my first look into like a real professional type environment.
Competitive setting.
Yes, bro. Because although it's an amateur tournament, there's professional fighters that are competing. Like in some countries, they're getting paid to go and compete in this tournament. Like the Waco kickboxing scene's really big, and it was like a first look into like a professional weigh-in. Like they were like, "Yo, if you miss weight, you can't fight." And I was thinking, "Shit!" But I was like 15. I was like, "Damn, I gotta make weight." So I'm like really nervous, and like fought in a big arena. 2,000 people, not really that much people, but for an amateur event, it's a lot,
100%. I've been there.
Yeah, it's big. So it was like a big eye opener for me, and then after that, I was like, damn, I need to really step my shit up. This is what I want to do.
You lose in the first round?
Yeah, I lost in the first round. It was a close fight. It's on YouTube. It's on like a big live stream. They live stream everything. But yeah, it was a good fight, but I just came up short.
That's life, bro.
That's
amateur
bro.
Days, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Bro.
And it just motivated me, bro. It was like,
bro.
This is where I want to be. This is where
100%.
I need to be. So I need to put the work in.
Let's go, bro.
And then just before COVID, I fought in the world's biggest amateur kickboxing tournament, the Irish Open. And then I made it to the final, and I lost to an Austrian in the final. Same type of shit. It was a close fight, but I came up short. And then after that, lockdown happened. And it was like, shit. So I was there training, but my kickboxing gym was closed, but Manchester Top Team was open. So I was like, all right, I always knew I wanted to do MMA, but I was just waiting for like, I don't know what I was waiting for, but I was just delaying it. And then I was like, it's sort of, this is like the perfect time now to start.
100%.
The MMA gym was open because we had professional fighters like fighting in the big leagues. So we had like permission to be open and train athletes.
Okay, nice.
So I started training there more or less daily. And then before you know it, I just loved MMA and didn't even want to go back to kickboxing no more. So I just started training MMA daily since then. But that means I've been training like 15 years now. 15 years in this combat experience, over 200 amateur kickboxing fights.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And I can see it, man. When I see you on the mats, bro, it's like the distance, the feeling is different, bro.
Yeah, because I'm like competing every other weekend, once a fortnight. So it's just second nature when it comes to like controlling the distance, moving, just shit I've been doing more or less every day for the past 15 years.
Yeah, bro. What would you say is something a lot of or most fighters don't do that would like bring their game to the next level?
Good question,
because
bro.
It's like so many people. For example, people don't know how to use laterally, bro.
Yeah.
How to move laterally, bro. It's like so easy, but if you don't do it, if you don't drill it, people are not getting to the idea to work like that.
Yeah, good question. I think if we look at MMA now, a lot of the styles, it's like pretty boxing heavy with a few calf kicks.
Yeah, it's like so many fights are looking the same.
Exactly the same. There's not like a lot of diversity. But But when it comes to what I think a lot of fighters aren't really doing much nowadays, like the footwork isn't the best in modern MMA. It's very flat-footed, like front foot heavy, because they're boxing and calf kicking. But like a bit of movement, but just diversify your training. Like McGregor said it a few years ago, you can't like neglect any martial art. There's always a time and place for every martial art in MMA. And I think if you just focus on like boxing and wrestling, that's a very good base. But then you won't have good kicks, you won't have good movement, you won't be loose. And if you look at like the old Conor, the way he used to move, nobody trained like that.
Yeah.
And he was one of a kind, because the way he moved, the way he could like strike and throw kicks from out of nowhere. So I feel like if you just expand, don't neglect other martial arts type thing.
Yeah,
because you can always implement it and fit it into your style, like movement from capoeira or kicks from karate. Although karate and capoeira in itself isn't going to work in an MMA fight, but implement like the useful aspects and discard.
Yeah, 100%.
Like irrelevant.
There's right parts to everything, right?
Yeah, for real.
And the challenge is, I was talking to Spike last time also about it, that the challenge is just to put the right time in the right effort, right? So if you do the capoeira kicks like for, I don't know, 2 hours a day, bro, it's not going to be worth it. But if you implement it in the right moment, then it's going to be worth it, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I like what you say. I've been seeing, like, for example, Tony Ferguson doing this, how do you
Wing
say?
Chun.
Wing Chun, bro. Yeah. You know, and you see it in his hand fighting, you know, and his parries and stuff. It's crazy, bro. It's like there's so much potential in MMA for growth and for different solutions to different problems, and that's where that comes in, to just expand your knowledge, you know, in all the martial arts.
Yeah, I think experience is a big factor in that as well, because you can only train so many times a day and so many times a week, and there is so many things to train. Like, you've got your wrestling, your jiu-jitsu, your striking, your boxing, your kickboxing, your cardio, your weights, your MMA, where you put it all together. And like, there is only a certain amount of sessions you can train a week without it being like ineffective. So like, experience is a big thing. Like, if you've been in the sport a long time, like Tony Ferguson, guys like Spike, you can see this weird shit. Like, when he's first showing me these blocks, I'm thinking, bro, that's lame. That's never gonna work. But then when I'm sparring him and he's blocking my punches with his elbows and he's catching head kicks, and I'm thinking, damn, all right, this is legit. Yeah, experience is a big thing. Yeah,
for me, it's also a big thing. I feel like now, where I am in my journey as a fighter, I think I'm at a good level, you know, on the mats and everything. But I think now it's time where I need to get experience, you know, because there's never been a fight where I would say, okay, I was here, I could show my full potential in this fight. I was always saying, bro, I could have done better, or if it was on the mats, it would have been a different fight, you know, because it's just the nerves and the pressure, and you know, you have so many people behind you, and yeah, bro, the opponent.
I feel like that's a good way to feel after your fight, especially coming off your last fight, which was a big win against a really experienced guy. Yeah. It's good that you're critical of your performance, and like, after your fight, even if it's a big win, you're always telling yourself, I can always improve, and there's stuff I can improve on. But I think that comes down to like your age. Like you said, you're young, and you are at a high level for your age, very high level, and you're surrounded by guys a lot more experienced than you. But that's good, because you're not yet in your prime, right? You're still learning every day. You're still getting better. You're still in the gym, constantly like growing. So that's a good way to feel. Yeah, you never really want to feel like you've hit your limit. Yeah, bro. Because once you feel like you've hit your limit, there's nowhere to go. Yeah, bro. As long as you feel like you can always get better, and there's always stuff you want to work on, because you're still winning these fights and putting on good performances against high level opposition. So that's a good way to feel. Although you may think it's inexperienced.
Although I should just just yeah, bro.
Because
But
if
I
you were
think-
25
Yeah, yeah.
and you were like, this is the best I'm going to be, I'm at my prime. Do you know what I
Nah,
mean?
bro, that's bullshit, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That's bullshit. No, like, yeah, nobody who got to that level would think like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's two types of thinking there. So obviously my game where I am, I want to grow, but what can I perform from that game that I have on the D-Day, on the day where I really need to perform? You know what I mean? So let's say I have 100%, you know, in the gym I'm 100%, but in the fight I'm maybe in only 85% or less, you know. So I want to work on just getting the 85% to the 100%, because there's always this pressure that makes it harder to execute on the day where you really have to. So I think when I can really truly relax and truly be in the moment and fucking be myself in there, then I think I'm gonna have those performances where I'm gonna say, okay, bro, that was awesome, bro, I want more. You know what I mean?
Let me give a bit of advice to everyone watching and to you as well. Like, obviously, I've been a competitor for a long time, so nerves don't really get the better of me. But to help on, like you said, when it comes to performing on that day where nothing else matters but that day, you've got to turn up on that day. Like, everything you've done months before, mate, that's gone. It matters about today.
Yeah, bro.
It don't matter how many people you tallied up in sparring. Today's the day where you need to perform.
Mm-hmm.
I put when I'm in camp especially, you have to put yourself, definitely put yourself out of your comfort zone and put yourself in them high pressure situations. Like, we both came to Thailand by ourselves to like pursue this dream, training. And like when I first got to Thailand, I'd be rocking up to the gym, a mat full of guys I've never seen before, who are a lot older, a lot more experienced. And I'm nervous, bro. I'm nervous for these type of sessions. And then when I'm going to these new gyms and I'm sparring these guys in the cage and all the coaches are watching and people are outside are watching, I'm nervous. I don't show it, but I'm nervous. And like times like that is where you really test your character in the gym. And like I turn up to the gym on sparring day and like the training sessions that really matter. And I'm head down, I'm focused, I'm zoned in, I'm treating it like it's a fight.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm looking after my sparring partner. I'm not going to try kill him, but I'm treating it like it's a fight. I'm going in there to win.
Yeah, bro.
And like, especially like sprinting sessions, bro, I get nervous for these sprinting sessions because I put pressure on myself. I'm like, bro, I'm going to kill myself this session.
Bro.
I'm gonna go balls to the wall.
Yeah, bro.
So I put myself in these high pressure situations where I feel nervous. Then by the time it gets to a fight, it's like I've been there so many times in camp. Obviously, it's never going to be the same, but I'm just used to dealing with the nerves type thing.
Yeah, bro. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Bro, also, like, me too, before sessions, I would get so nervous when we would do the spiders, bro. The spiders are the worst, bro. It's like the best and the worst, you know? It's like sometimes I have it where I'm like, oh shit, 3 days to the spider. And I know it's gonna hurt so hard and it's gonna be such a hard push. And I remember my last spider before the fight, I would do it and I would be a little bit sick because, yeah, bro, that's just how it is. And after I would be lying on the floor for like 10 minutes, just not being able to move myself because it was so hard. It was such a hard push. And everybody's like, go hard. How much you want it? And I'm like, fuck, bro. I'm a champion, no? And I talk to myself like this. And that's how it is, bro. That's how it is.
Bro. Them sessions where
and
you
that's
gotta dig deep.
yeah, bro. And that's where you get nervous before, bro. That's where you get nervous. 100%.
Bro, I heard Sandhagen say something similar to like that, and like the spiders at the end of the week, and it's like it's your last session of the week. You just want to get it over and done with, and then chill. And like the sessions that you really can't be asked doing, and you really feel like shit before.
Yeah, bro.
That's when you got to do it, because like you said, no one ever goes into a fight 100%. Like, you know, when you've had Sunday off, you've had a sauna, a massage. Monday morning, you're feeling fresh, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Anyone can like train at the start of a week or when you've just had a rest, but when it comes to the end of the week and you got these hard sessions, and you really question why you're doing this, that's what's going to help you in a fight, because you never come into a fight 100%. You've just worked your ass off for 12 to 8 weeks, and you're fucked. You're never 100%. You're never feeling the best. You're never injury free. There's always something. So like,
always.
When you go into these spiders and you're really not feeling like 100%, and you start like doubt creeps in a bit, and you're like saying, man, do I really need to do this? Or I'll just push up 90%, 80%.
Yeah, bro. I think.
But then when you're there, you got to push yourself. You got to dig deep, and that's how it's going to be in a fight. So
100%.
them sessions are important.
I feel like that's where this why comes in. Where like, why do we do this? Because our sport is such a hard sport, and it's never easy. So many injuries, so many infections, so not much money in there, you know, especially in the start. It's hard to say, bro. And my why was always like, bro, this is my purpose of my life, you know. I am born for this, you know. I was born with these genes. I was born with this mindset. I was born with this upbringing that I'm hungry like this. I am fucking talented like this, you know. And I feel like everything is coming together for me, and that's why I can't stop, bro. I'm never gonna stop. Like even if I would fucking lose 2-3 fights now, I could say, bro, I'm born for this. I'm still born for this, and this is my purpose. This is fucking everything, you know. And I think a big why is super important. That's where you can say, okay, I wake up in the morning, it's 7 in the morning, everything hurts, bro. I have three infections, you know. I have headaches, but I'm still gonna do it, you know, because that's my why. My why is strong enough. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's when you need it, when it's getting hard.
Yeah, like you said, bro. Like it's what you were put on this earth to do. It's what you find the most peace in doing. It's what you love to do, bro. You do it every day. It's all you think about. It's what we're on this podcast for.
Yeah, bro.
It's like this is the reason you're here right now. Like it's changed your life for the better, bro. Look at the opportunity you're in now. 100%. That's all because of fighting. I feel like people can get that calling. Like obviously I've been doing it from young, as of you, but a lot of people get that calling like later on in life. Like I've got a friend. Shout out to Malachi Edwards, who's 3-0 as a pro now. But I know he didn't start MMA training until like 20 or 21, when one of his coaches was like, Malachi was like to him, maybe I want to be a boxer. And his coach was like, nah, you're going to make it. There's no one like you. Never seen anyone like you. You're going to make it.
Oh, yeah?
You're going to be the next big thing. And then he just pursued it. Now, I think now he's 25 and he's 3-0 as a professional. So he's doing well, and I really think he can do it. And
where does he fight?
He's signed to FCC, which is a promotion in England on UFC Fight Pass.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Check him out if you.
Yeah,
want.
for real. Check him out, Malachi Edwards. Then like the Edwards family, it's a big thing. It's coming up. The next generation of Edwards, that's him.
Wow, bro. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, people get that calling, bro. And like you said, when you go back and look at like the olden days and people who really fought for their life, like the rope, like gladiators, people who fought in coliseums, bro, like it's a legit thing. It's in our DNA, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like for real, it's in our DNA. 100%. And like you said, upbringing's a big thing as well. We weren't born with like a great upbringing where we can do whatever we want. We've always got financial backing for our parents, and like that's not how stuff is for a lot of fighters, bro. People are born like in rough areas, rough upbringing.
That's where fighters come from, right?
Yeah, been through a lot of shit as a child and like growing up as an adult. And like this is what we need to do, bro. This is us. We're fighters, bro. We need this. Like without fighting, I don't know what I'd do, bro.
Yeah, bro. Me neither.
Seriously.
Bro. I have no idea. Yeah, bro. The modern day gladiators, right?
That's it, bro. That's
and it's always been like that, and it's been the first sport, and it's gonna be the last sport. and I think that there's a lot of beauty in it, you know.
Yeah.
For me, what I love the most about it is just the problem solving part of it. I feel like if you have a guy and you say, okay, we can work around this like this and we can find the solution there, it's just beautiful, you know? When you spar a guy and you say, oh, he has his hands down, and you catch him with the left hook over, it's like, fuck, bro, yeah, I got you, you know what I mean? When you hit the new submission, it's like, yeah, man, I got it, you know?
Yeah, bro.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
For real. Like, there's
And
that side to it of, like, problem solving and stuff like that. And that, I think that's, obviously you get that through experience, but some people are naturally born with that ability to, like, understand what techniques to throw and, like, feints and distance, all that stuff you can teach, but it's picked up naturally, I think, and, like, through experience.
yeah, a lot of time.
And, like you said, that's beautiful, but I also find beauty in the other side of it, like the technique, like the sweet science.
Yeah,
like, if
bro.
I throw my kick
That's
like
part of
this,
it
it will land like this. But if I turn my leg down or hit with a part of the shin, or when I'm throwing punches, I turn my knuckle down to target one knuckle. Stuff like that, bro. Stuff that you really don't see a lot of the time when you're watching it, but
Yeah, it's the nuance, right?
yes,
It's
bro.
the nuance.
And, like, that along
Like
with
this.
the part you said, like,
Yeah,
catching people out, finding them out,
Yeah.
sussing them out. It's like a puzzle, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's like a puzzle.
It's great.
like
like
a
you said,
moving
it
puzzle,
really
you
is
know?
art. Like,
Yeah.
although it's violent and it is, like, just a fight, there's truly a lot of art to fighting, and it is a beautiful thing to watch at the highest level.
Yeah, man. 100%. And so many fights, so many fights, you don't see actually what they're doing because most of the people that watch it are casuals. First of all. Second of all, it's super quick. You know, sometimes it's so quick when you slow it down. That's where you see, okay, he did this because he did this, you know, and that's when you start like watching tape more and studying fights and stuff. That's where you see like the true beauty behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you just watch two fighters, sometimes it's just violence, you know, and there's also beauty in it, and it's like two men seeing who's the better man that's also the beautiful part of it. But I think the technique and the problem solving part is like that's where it's like art, you know, an art and a science.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Who is somebody you study a lot? You talk about Conor McGregor before.
Yeah, so
Or-
Conor, I've studied Conor a lot. Like, I've watched both of his documentaries. I've watched a lot of film of him when he was before all the fame and before the UFC, and, like, as well as his fighting style and, like, his ability and the way he trained, I study his mentality and, like, how he trained his mind, the power of the mind, manifestation. All this is, like, extremely important to fighters. Like McGregor said, it's all 100% mental.
Humans also, in general.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, if you believe, whether you believe or you don't believe you can do something, you're right.
Yeah,
like,
bro,
if you doubt
100%.
yourself, maybe you can't do it. But if you believe in yourself, you 100% can do it with no question. And, like, you just got to stick to it. Like, he started off, he was like 3-1 as a nobody in Ireland, fighting in swimming trunks in a ring in a bar. And he's there saying, he knocks this guy out and he says to the camera, I'm the future, I'm going to be UFC world champion. And then when he's 26, he's world champion. 28, he's double champ.
Bro.
And he's like a millionaire. And, like, Conor is a great guy to study for all young fighters because, like, his self-belief and also the way he trained. Like, he separated himself from the rest. He wasn't doing the same thing as other people. And, like, if you watch his documentaries, he'd say something similar to what I said before. Like, when he's going to the gym, he's putting pressure on himself. He's got to perform. He's got to do this. He's got to make money for his family. He's got to become world champion. He's got to do it. And, like, that's important for a fighter as well. Like, you can't just settle for being second best. Like, I'm going to try my best, but if I don't do it, I don't do it. Fuck that.
Yeah, bro.
Failure is not an option for, like, guys like me and you, bro. We've put all our eggs in one basket. We need to do this shit.
That's what's up, bro.
Like,
there's no plan B, bro.
and, like, watching Conor's really helped me, like, zone in on, like, my mentality and, like, help me understand why I am doing this and what I want to get out of this game. But Studying fighters is
What do
great.
you want to get out of this game, bro?
Bro, I want a load of money.
That's what's up,
I
bro.
want £1 million. I want financial freedom. I wanna give back to the people who help me, and like not just like within the gym and my coaches, but like my mum, for example. She used to drive me hours to kickboxing tournaments around the country, drive me to the gym every day, give me money for training if I had no money. And she's my biggest support. She's someone who always believe in me. I think your parents are people who will always believe in you no matter what you do. So give back to the people who put so much in me when they didn't know they was getting anything in return. And when it was just like little 10-year-old Dan going to a kickboxing tournament, they'd pay for me. They'd drive me down. Like stuff like that. When they didn't know they were getting anything in return, they still helped me out. And like it means so much to me now when you look back and you see how much people really helped you out on this journey. I want to do it to give back to them, but what's in it for me is I want to be world champion. I want to show I'm one of the best fighters in the world, and I want to prove it to the world.
Yeah, bro.
And I hope a lot of money comes along the way.
Of course, bro. You're gonna make it, bro.
100%.
You know, the thing is, we don't hope, bro. We do it. You know, we hustle, we work, we out here, we in the gym every day. You know, obviously for me it's really similar.
Bro, well, yeah, I want to turn that question on you, bro. What do you want to get out of this?
Bro, I want world domination, bro. That's what I want. No, bro, I want to be, you know, I want to reach my full potential as a fighter, as a person, and I want to influence also a lot of people to start with martial arts, you know, and give themselves a chance and help a lot of people also, you know. Obviously, I want to help my family. I want to help everything those around me. I want to help my team. I want to help Hashim behind the camera. And I want to have some projects in Africa, you know. I want to give the world I want to make the world better, you know. That's what I want.
Well, that's deep.
But obviously, I want to be the best in the world. You know, that's what my goal right now is. But yeah, bro.
So, bro, now when I first met you in Thailand a year ago, you first got I met you just before you signed your first contract with One Championship. We met at PJ and we met at Tiger a few times. But when I first met you, I think it was at Ochadi on the soy. So. Yeah, we were eating.
Yeah, true. Right.
And we were talking to you about fights, and you were like, "Yeah, I just got this contract from One Championship," and I was like, "Damn!" And you were only 23, and I saw that as a big motivation to me. I was like, "Damn, this brother's 23, and he's just signed with One Championship, undefeated, 6-0." And now 2 years down the path, you've won 2 fights in One Championship now, in Singapore and in Lumpini, and now you've got a big team around you. Like you've got Hashim, the media, the podcast, the YouTube channel. And I have
Benoit.
You have Benoit. You got
those
Ben,
guys.
Your whole team. You're doing a lot now. Like you're doing really well for yourself. And I just wanted to ask, how was your from the guy I met last year who was hungry and like fresh on the scene, to like this guy now? What's the biggest thing you've took away from like going up the ladder in the fight game? What's like the biggest things you've learned?
So when we met, that was before my One debut, right? So I think my first fight was always my first fight. My first fight was a loss. That was like the Khalil Amir fight where I lost my head, and I had this crazy fight where Ragan went viral with this Sulayev stretch and stuff. And that was super hard for me because I had this identity of, well, I can beat everybody in there. I'm the motherfucker. I'm a winner, you know. I can always find a way, and I'm a guy who can beat Khalil Amir, you know. And I wasn't that guy that night, and that was a big wake up call. It wasn't like I knew I am able to beat him, you know. But that day I just lost my head in the day because I had a long break, like I didn't fight for almost 2 years, and I kind of lost this focus in the fight, and I was super nervous before the fight, and I would cover it with like getting angry to him, and I would like scream and say, I'm gonna kill him, and I'm gonna kill him, and I would lose my head and not be focused and not trying to find solution. I would try to run through him, you know, and that's where I would say that was my mistake, and that was also my lesson to always keep a calm head, you know? Always keep a calm head, whatever happens, you know? Not only in fighting, also in life, you know? When shit happens, you're not gonna be like, you shouldn't be like, I'm fucked and this is fucked, everything is fucked, you know? Even if everything goes down, if your head is calm, that's where you can find the next move, you know? If you lose your head, nobody's gonna profit from it, you know? Even you. You know, it's easy to say, I'm fucked, I can't do shit. But you always need to find the next move. Where do I want to go? And how do I come there? How do I get there? And you can only make right decisions with a calm head. Mm-hmm. And that's not only for fighting, that's for everything, you know? Because fighting is not only on the mats, you know? If you treat your training partners bad, if you eat shit, if you're undisciplined next to the mats, that's where you fuck up. That's where a lot of people fuck up. Because we're fighters, we can train hard, we can do this, but are you disciplined next to the mats, you know? Are you disciplined on the mats? Do you get there 10 minutes early? Do you stretch? Do you do your mobility? Not only go hard and then go back and then, I don't know, eat burgers, you know what I mean?
Bro, I'm happy you said that,
like,
because that's what you've learned, and that's also what I've learned since coming to Thailand for the first time. And like, I've always been around high level fighters in the kickboxing, MMA, like high level UFC, top of like the top of the hill guys, and like that's one thing I've like really learned and adapted it to my game, is because you're not just a fighter when you're in the cage. You've got to be a fighter year round and be an athlete
year round, yeah.
Because fighting's fighting, but it is a sport at the end of the day. You have to look after your body, eat the right food. Are you stretching? Are you doing your mobility? Are you recovering? Are you hitting the saunas and ice baths every week? And that's what goes into fighting. And people think that's the easy part, but the easy part for me is going on the mat and training, because I love to do it.
Yeah, bro.
But you know what I don't love? Sitting in one room, stretching for 1 hour, boring as hell.
Yeah, bro.
Or sitting in a freezing cold ice bath for 10 minutes.
Yeah, bro.
No one likes that, bro. But that's the discipline that you're talking about.
Yeah, bro.
Like, you've just got to do it, like you said.
100%. It's all about making the right decisions, you know? If you have a goal, just make the right decisions and be disciplined. And just got to do it, bro. It's also like, I think if you... like, whatever you want to do, if you want it enough, bro, you're going to find the way. You know what I mean? If you want it enough. If you don't want it, bro, then maybe it shouldn't be, you know? Yeah, bro. I want to get it back to the problem-solving part of it.
Nice.
So what would you say is somebody you think you take a lot of from the technique part of it, part of fighting?
So from like a technical standpoint, I've always studied, because the majority of my career, like I've only been doing MMA just over 3 years, so the majority of my career was in kickboxing, the sport of kickboxing. And one guy I studied a lot was Raymond Daniels. He's like a big famous, like when it comes to kickboxing, bro, he's like one of the biggest names. Yeah, he's the man, bro.
He's the man.
He's done his thing in MMA as well, but I was a really big fan of his from like a young child, and I think it does reflect in my style by like the way I move and like the way 100%. I see shots, because he was so creative. One thing about him was his creativity. Like, he was doing stuff on the mats which no one had ever seen before.
100%. In the ring.
In the ring, on the mats, in the cage.
Yeah,
like, he's like very innovative, and that's one thing I've sort of adapted for myself, and that's one thing I like about my game, is the creativity and like unpredictability, and how efficient he is with everything. Like, he moves around and it looks like he's doing the most, but he's just seeing where you're moving. He's keeping his distance and he's really efficient with it. But yeah, his creativity and like the way he moves and the shots he throws, that was probably one of the biggest inspirations in my career, because that's really morphed me into the style I fight in now and like the way I fight. But since starting MMA, because obviously you can't just kickbox in MMA, because you stand differently, you throw different shots, and like you set things up, the range is different as well. So since starting MMA, I studied a lot of Conor McGregor, bro.
That's what's up.
Like,
bro.
the way he controls distance and like uses his hands to control distance as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he'd always start the fight with like a big kick, like a big side kick or a big hook kick.
True. And it would already make him move back.
Yes,
a little bit.
he's already back, and then he's controlling that space in between the two fighters. He's managing that distance like with his hands, with the way his feints, his movement, and the way he would put off wrestlers by like throwing these big shots. And like in the Chad Mendes fight, he knew Mendes was gonna go for the takedown, so he invested in the body and like worked his body.
With them front kicks, bro.
Them front kicks, Woo! The body shots, the body kicks.
Yeah.
And then by the end of like round two, by the end of round one, Mendes had nothing left. Like, he wants to wrestle, he wants to scramble. Yeah. McGregor knew that, so he invested in the body, but didn't just headhunt from like the first bell. Mm-hmm. And like you said, a lot of people who are casuals won't see it like that, but a trained athlete who has been fighting a long time and can study fights will see stuff like that. So them two, and obviously I'm a striker, so them two have really morphed my style. But I do love the wrestling side, like the scrambles, the wrestling, and Mateus Gamrot is a great guy to watch, bro.
Yeah, bro.
If you don't know who he is, you really need to watch him, because his scrambles, he's had fights with some great fights full of scrambles, and like the way he scrambles.
Bro, you watched the fight with Arman Sarukian.
Bro, that's one of my favorite fights.
Yeah, bro, me too. Oh my god, bro.
That
if you didn't watch that fight.
Bro, Arman as well. Arman's a great guy to study for that.
Bro. He's gonna get the title shot next, bro.
Yeah. Just scrambling, and like Jose Aldo as well. His anti-wrestling and like how quickly he could get back up to his feet and disengage. Like, guys like that, I love. Like, if you love MMA and you love watching MMA, he's a great guy to watch for that. Obviously, he's a striker and he's known for his striking, but his knowledge in MMA and like his anti-grappling and takedown defense is something to be studied, bro.
He's one of the GOATs, man.
For sure, one of the GOATs.
Like, for long, like one of the greats, we'll see, because he's been on the top and for a long time. He's still on top. He's still like top 10 guy, and
he just beat a ranked guy.
Yeah, bro.
Came out of retirement and beat a ranked guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he's been in the UFC for 25 years.
Yeah, bro, he was WEC champion when he was 23.
Crazy, bro.
He's been in the game a long time.
Yeah, bro. So I have a question. So we spoke before that the first line of defense for takedowns is footwork. So what we say, how do you cope with a lot of pressure walking backwards without getting tired? Because for me, myself, I catch myself sometimes trying to get the counter and walking backwards and getting tired all the time, because the guy is just trying to wrestle, trying to strike, and I'm trying to take my time and keep the distance.
The first thing that's important is you have to stay calm, and you have to always consciously remind yourself about your breathing. And like, are you breathing? How fast are you breathing? Are you breathing? Like, because if you're not aware of it, next thing you know, you've skipped 3 or 4 breaths. You're circling desperately, and you're not thinking. You're not calm. So you have to stay calm, and you just have to stay calm and relaxed. And obviously, we fight in a cage, so you can't just go backwards the whole fight. You have to think of ways to go backwards to
move laterally.
Pick a side. Yeah, move laterally. But a lot of it, if you can control the center of the cage and like always be aware of your surroundings, it's not so much your movement being so big, but your movement's being minimalistic to control where he is. Like, if I'm controlling the center and I'm never moving out of like the center circle. Or you see it in the UFC, there's a big octagon and then there's a smaller octagon. If you can stay within that smaller one and just sort of control and try circle on the outside of there rather than doing big circles around the whole cage, that's one way to not get tired. But also, like I said, it's just about efficiency. And like, if you know where you're going and why you're doing it, you're not moving out of like big reactions. Because if I move out of reaction, I'm always never going to be able to set him up. He'll always have me on the back foot. I'm always going to be reacting, circling, making big movements. But if I'm proactive and I can control the fight and manage distance myself without leaving like the center, I'm able to keep distance and see if he wants to shoot. Like you said, I can move my feet, or if he's coming in, step back, change the angle. So it's just about being efficient and like not thinking, being too defensive with it, but being proactive, like controlling it. So if something does happen, you can react in time, not just in the heat of the moment. Shit, he's done something big. I've got to react with something big.
So what he says is like, before you move backwards on a reaction of like, for example, a right hand, you stay out of the distance of the right hand, and you're gonna see it before it comes.
Yeah, bro. Kind of. Definitely. Adesanya is a good one to study for that, because he's just so efficient and like calculated with the way he moves. Nothing's really wasted. Like, although I can move and I am a mover, I don't waste all my energy moving. If I don't have to move, I won't move.
You know
what I mean?
That's so important.
It all depends on the guy I'm fighting. Like, if the guy, look at the way he like controlled the fight against Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa was a savage, undefeated, ruthless, just come forward, throwing big shots. Izzy was just calculated with it, bro. Like, you just got to see how he moves. And like, if he's not respecting your feints and your movement, then you can start cracking him as he's coming in. And then you get his respect. You land a few big shots. Like, he set up the head kick from like a load of leg kicks. He got the respect from the leg kick, and then that's how he set up the head kick. And just the way he moved and controlled that fight, because that was in a smaller cage as well. That was at the UFC Apex. He controlled the cage in like a smaller arena. Just showed you don't have to move so much, but just be efficient with the space you've got.
100%.
And like use your attributes,
and not
like
use
your reach.
Too much. Because every action needs to have a reason. You don't do something like that just because you have to do it. No, you just do it because it serves a purpose.
Yeah, bro. You don't just do it for the sake of doing it.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I can move, I can throw fancy shit, and I can look cool. Like,
then you do it to look cool.
Am I just doing it to look cool, or am I doing it to be effective? So you just got to be efficient with it, bro. Like, I see a lot of people who see like Izzy and Anderson Silva, and they look at all this feints and the movement, and they're trying to replicate it, but they don't know why they're doing it, bro. They're just doing it to look like they know what they're doing. But they don't have a clue. So you got to know why you're doing it.
So I'm going to do it as well. You know?
Bro. You've got to know why you're doing it, bro.
There's a deeper understanding to it.
Definitely.
Awesome, bro. Bro, it was awesome to have you here, bro. Anything you want to say in the camera, say now. If you have sponsors. We want to talk about your fight now, bro.
Let's talk about it.
So, when's your fight?
So I'm fighting June 22nd in Manchester. A lightweight tournament for the MFL title and £1,000 cash prize.
Let's go, bro.
So that's what we're coming for, man.
That's what's up, bro. The first bag of money coming in.
Let's go. The highest paid amateur in history.
Let's go, bro.
But yeah, shout out Malachi, who's putting the event on. It's come at a good time. Like, I've been doing MMA 4 years, but I've not really been too active because of injuries and stuff. But I've always been developing and growing my game, and I feel like I'm one of the best amateurs about, for sure. And this tournament's a great place to show it against some high level opposition, a few champions, a few guys who are well known. So yeah, it's going to be good. I can't wait to get in there. 2 fights in one night, show my ability, and just show I'm a level above these amateurs, and I'm ready to make waves in the MMA scene. But yeah, shout out to Maurice, bro. My guy getting me on the pod, always supporting me, always there for my training sessions. Even if I'm not in Thailand, bro, we're always messaging, always supporting each other. Shout out Hashim behind the camera, the main man, Hashim Films, doing his thing. He's young, support him. And Yeah, support the YouTube, witness the rise, great content. And yeah, shout out to my team, shout out to Daywalkers MMA, shout out Ben Royal PGA, shout out the Hitman brothers at Bangtao, and just shout out everyone who's helped me this camp, Coach Cobes, CH Nutrition and Training, Aaron Wilkinson, and all my partners back home.
Shout out to Spike.
And shout out to
fighting
Spike.
this week.
Yeah, this weekend, this Sunday, I'm Rising 47.
Yeah, bro.
Tokyo, Japan. We're gonna go watch
Let's
it.
go,
So I
let's
can't
go.
wait. I can't wait to get over there and see it. I'm gonna be in the corner, so be a bit stressful. But yeah, he's gonna finish this guy. So
All
don't
right.
miss it.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Check out my boy. We're gonna link him down there. Everything. And see you next time. Peace out.